Where we last left our heroes, they faced Vesa, the daughter of the god of war, in the final battle of the War Games. A brutal battle ensued, leaving many of the members of the party at the brink of death a number of times. Asmo, having lost his eye and being impaled straight through the chest, seized the brief moment to impale Vesa at the edge of his frosty blade as they both collapsed into the dust. The arena still sits in stunned silence. Asmo, you can hear Wolfgang's voice muffled as your vision continues to blur in and out of focus on the lifeless face of Vesa in front of you. Time seems to dilate as you see cracks of light begin to appear on her flesh very slowly. It begins to crack downward, forking down her face, neck, and the rest of her body. To you, it looks like the most beautiful of lightning storms. A sharp pain in your shoulder jars you back to your senses as the spear begins to retract from your body, taking the form of that golden short sword as it rolls out of her hand and into the blood-covered sand beside you. Behind the lot of you, you hear the sound of rending steel, followed by the thudding footsteps of Dogud as he rushes across the field, a mix of sorrow and relief etched across his face. As he reaches you, Asmo and Vesa, he looks down at you and sees that you're still breathing and moving as you roll onto your back on the sand.
It's one of those, like, one eye missing, just his other eye closed, just Asmo puts his hand on the other on her blade, though. Asmo just places his hand.
You feel it.
Wraps his hand around it.
You feel this kind of ionic sensation run through your body. This almost peaceful sort of recognition of what just happened from this weapon. It's almost as if you're both in sync. Dogud gives you a very weak smile and as you can see these tears sort of like welling in his eyes as he turns, and he gives you a very respectful nod as he turns his attention towards his sister. He scoops her off the ground with his massive hands, an odd sight seeing such a fearsome warrior look so frail and small as her skin continues to crackle. Flakes of flesh floating into the air, turning into sparks as Dogud silently begins to weep. Unlike with Theranak, where you were expecting this massive explosion, you just begin to feel the rising winds that begin to pick up more and more and more as this gale force wind begins to sweep around the area, almost like a tornado, with Dogud, Vesa, and Asmo at its center. T-Wig, Wolfgang, and Danir, I need you to make a strength saving throw to try to hold your ground here.
Oh no, that's very bad.
Oh, good. All three of the casters, huh?
Yup.
17.
Yay!
14.
Yay!
Strength saving throw, you said?
Strength save, yes.
Boo!
That'll be a 5.
Alright. Wolfgang and Danir, you begin to crouch onto the ground, just kind of like grip your fingers into the dirt, trying to grab deep into this like clay that's beneath the sand. T-Wig, unfortunately, you're caught off guard as you are flung into the air. You hear screams around you of many of the patrons in the arena also facing the exact same difficulties that you are. As Danir and Wolfgang, you are battered by a bunch of loose debris, taking 6 bludgeoning damage. T-Wig, you are wham! Thrown against a wall as you take 12.
I'm okay, I think.
As the dust clears, you look around the arena, and the seats that were once full have diminished by a good number. There are corpses scattered about the arena. Many people look like they got ejected straight from the space. As you look behind you towards the seats, Lush is holding onto Pip's hand, whose hair is blown straight back. Just sticking straight back, looking much more like Beaker than previously. And surprisingly, actually I need to roll for this one. Yeah. Surprisingly, the fire newt is still in its seat as well.
Yeah! Sorry.
It survived.
He's a little survivor. Look at him go.
Dogud screams into the sky as a bolt of lightning cracks down as Vesa's clothes flutter into the breeze. Dogud's muscles pulse as this electric current seems to circulate about him. You can hear, the first sound you hear after the clamoring shuts down is just this, the clapping of Vander's meaty mitts as he stands up to walk to the edge of the viewing platform that he's been sitting with Solomon. Standing up from the becrowned skull of a giant that he had been making, that he had carved into his throne. He looks down at the lot of you.
When Terragor said that it was you lot that killed Theranak, I hesitated to believe him. But now I know it's possible. And yet you still claim this power as your own, boy.
Dogud turns towards him. Just snarling and his brow furrowed.
I suppose you'll be wanting your wish then. You know what I want, old man! Get down here! Face me!
Asmo tries rolling over away from him. Oh no.
Yeah, you begin feebly rolling.
I'm going to limp over to Asmo and just drag him away from this.
This is full blown. Remember how Mr. Satan dragged Vegeta's dead body in the Boo arc?
Yes.
It's like that's the level of what you're gonna have to do for Asmo. Asmo's so messed up, right?
Denier will assist.
He's light enough that if the two of you do it together, there's no roll necessary.
Okay.
Did we win? Did we won?
You did it. You did it.
Oh, we did it. We did it. I got a sword.
Don't talk. Don't talk. You're...
something on my eye. I can't see out my right eye.
Just, it'll be all right. And I'll just drag him away from the scene that's happening.
Yeah. Vander jumps down onto the sand, doing like full Roman Reigns superhero landing as he lands on the ground. This poof thud kind of carries through the arena, showing the density of this man. This is what remains of the arena, by the way.
Oh no, what happened? Oh, we happened.
Yes, basically. Well, Vesa's death happened.
If this is what you want, boy, then come get it!
As Vander begins to flex, his muscles just growing as his body shifts into a much more massive size. Dogud lets out a mighty war cry. And you can hear in the overtones of his voice the howl of a wolf. As you can see this spectral, ghostly wolf cloak flow over Dogud's head and back.
Oh, shit!
Oh my god!
The same spirit begins to circle around you as each of you become cloaked in the same... Oh, sorry, T-Wig, you're only thrown against the wall, not into the stands. Each of you are all cloaked in a very similar wolf-like pattern. Let me reread what exactly this does for you.
Is this aspect of the pact?
It is a barbarian attribute.
Oh, this is Ancestral Guardian, I think.
Not quite. Hold on, sorry, I had it.
We're gonna keep guessing till we get it.
Well, you're gonna get it in a second. This is Tome Spirit Wolf. While he is raging, any creature. Yeah, it's just gonna be a much larger range, basically. All of you will have advantage on attack rolls made against any creature that the caster is attacking, as long as you're within 5 feet of it. Furthermore, that does not affect you. And that does not affect you. So yeah, all of your attacks are going to be at advantage if you decide to jump into this melee.
Oh.
Yeah, you all essentially have pack tactics right now.
So ranged attacks don't get that bonus then?
As this is from a god, I'm going to say ranged attacks can have that bonus.
Okay, good to know.
This one. But you see this cloak, very reminiscent of Spike, wafting over Dogud as this air seems to pick up around him. He takes his womp stick off his back. It crackles with energy as he basically charges straight for Vander. And boom! Holy fuck. Nat 20s him square in the jaw with this.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, Vander. Good. Yeah, Vander, basically just like taking a pose, gets slammed right in the side of this face by this empowered Dogud, and he falls down to a knee. He goes down to one knee as this thing slams into the side of his head, and he needs to brace himself on the ground with one arm. Vander lifts himself off the ground as Dogud goes down again for another swing, clattering him on the other side of the face, knocking him over to the other side. Vander lets out a roar as a bolt of lightning streaks down out of the sky, basically dissipating upon Dogud's form. Vander follows up with a swift right hook as he goes to punch Dogud and catches him as Dogud limps backwards, limps onto his back foot. This battle begins to shake the arena that you're in. I need each of you to make a dexterity saving throw.
As well as Asmo?
All of you, yep.
Oh no.
2.
8.
I got
5.
I should not have used my 2 wild shapes to be an elemental in that one turn, because now I have nothing.
All right.
17.
Wolfgang and Denier, as you're trying to brace Asmo, you begin to shake violently left and right and are basically you're both knocked prone onto the ground. Nobody's taking any damage, but T-Wig, just as you got back to your feet, you're also back flat on your ass. Asmo, you managed to, basically with the looseness of your body right now, with how heavily damaged you are, you can, your entire body jiggles like jello, but you stay on your feet. As this fight between these massive titans continue, Dogud is just hammering blows down onto Vander as hard as he can, but Vander seems to be getting stronger and stronger as this fight continues to go on, eventually even catching the womp stick out of the air, and starts to try to pry it from Dogud's hands.
Who do you think it was who gave this to you, boy?
Gonna do contested strength throws. Dogud manages to hold on to it, but Vander continues to grow in size. Now holding the womp stick in one hand as he lifts a massive heavy mitt above him and starts to bring it down onto Dogud's skull, who has to block it with both of his arms. This lets out this mighty, thunderous, concussive force, which you guys are Just out of range of. So you just hear this boom as the arena once again shakes. As Dogud begins to again strike. Nailing Vander square in the stomach with his womp stick. You can see it kind of knocks the air out of Vander as he reels back. Dogud goes for another one. This time cracking it square into Vander's knee. As you can hear this sickening pop, you can see it kind of twist to the side. Vander wrenches the knee back into place as he grabs for Dogud's head and gets him into this kind of Muay Thai clinch as he begins to attempt to rain knees up onto Dogud's face. He rains 2 blows in as he drags the face down and into his foot. Dogud's nose gives a sickening crack on the second one, and Vander does not let loose. Dogud's going to attempt to break this hold, but fails to do so. As Vander continues to try to pummel him with more knees. If any of you would ever like to get involved, just let me know, and all you have to do is roll initiative.
I was gonna say, this feels like we should.
Yeah, it
just don't want to interrupt anything you were doing.
Yeah.
No worries. No worries. I realized that I just kind of rushed into this. And I'm like, huh. Yeah. If any of you would like to get involved, roll initiative, please.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
No, I'm good.
Well, how's Asmo doing? Actually, I should probably. I'm actually turns to assist him if I can.
You know what? Okay, I'll say this for my health.
I'll say that during this battle here, you could have made your way over to Asmo at this point and have healed or have done anything to heal him.
Okay, not to spoil anything, but I'm at like 3/8 health. Does that make sense?
Oh, so you're good then. All right.
I'm
take
not...
2 steps towards Asmo and go, you're fine, and turn around towards the fight.
All right, but yeah, go ahead and roll initiative for this point as you begin to realize that Dogud might still be in over his head against his god of a father.
4.
12.
All right, let me mark these in here. Asmo, you're gonna stay out of this?
Asmo's just got her blade in his hand, right? Doesn't fully understand it yet.
You can feel this kind of syncretic pulse going through you as you were holding it.
Oh god.
Right now it is just in its short sword form, which as you look at it, it is this the handle is this slate gray, almost like chitinous leather material. It feels very comfortable in your grip. The blade itself is this very long and straight golden short sword, about little under 2 feet, about 18 to 20 inches long.
Okay.
And the pattern on the blade itself looks as though it is some sort of beast's fang or incisor.
I see. Asmo, did I activate Second Wind last fight?
Yes.
Okay, that's done. Well, Asmo is... I'll roll initiative. All right. 7.
All right.
The luck is not with Asmo today.
We're all beat to shit, so.
Yeah, you're all not in great spirits.
Now let's fight. Yeah.
Oh no, it's like you wake up. It's like first 5 minutes after you wake up fighting. Oh god. Oh.
All right. So before your turn, Dogud is once again going to attempt to break free. And this time manages to pop 2 hands up beside his head and pow! Pry his head free as he goes for a headbutt on Vander. Unfortunately, misjudging how tall Vander is and not quite getting him. Vander's now going to kind of raise his hands that are above his head down into like this axe hammer. And slams it down onto the top of Dogud, who is crumpled down to 1 knee.
Jet.
You can see him cough out a little bit of blood. Just and Wolfgang, your go.
Wolfgang's seen enough of this, and he raises up. He raises up crescendo, and he does 2 quick little slashes in the air, and these golden beams of energy that looks like they trail with golden feathers come off, and are going to aim right for Vander's eyes. I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast.
All right, go for it.
And this will be with an advantage because of the wolf
Yep.
cloaks. All right. Eldritch Blast. 23 on
That
both
hits.
sides. Dealing 8 force damage.
All right.
And the next one, 22.
Nice.
That matches.
Okay. 7 force damage.
Yeah, both blasts go off and boom, ping him. One pings him like right above the eye. The other one pings him right on the bridge of his nose as he kind of like shakes his head, seemingly mildly annoyed by this more than anything else. He looks over to you like, "You fucking what, mate?"
You fucking what, mate?
Anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
Oh, we're in this now. I'm going to. Ooh, that's further away than I was expecting. I'm just gonna reposition myself over here. That'll be it.
All right, Denier.
All right, so Daenerys going to take a little bit of a move. Let me see. As he's moving, he moves over here. He runs a bit of iron dust over his palm, and he casts Enlarge on Dogud.
Oh shit!
And he keeps on going.
All right. Evening the playing field as Dogud, who was crumpled down on the knee as he's standing up, begins to tower up to the size of his father. You find yourself standing in the shadow of these behemoths, Denier. Asmo.
Okay, but Asmo will only fight if we play Revived Power from Shadow of the Colossus.
I don't have that. I don't have that on deck. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you gotta turn it off when it gets bucked off, though. Dun dun da 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 da. Ah! That's my favorite part about that game is when you fall off, the music stops. I'm like, good. I don't deserve the music. I fucked up.
All right, what's your move?
You know, Asmo is just at a. He's gonna slowly drag his. He's just gonna slowly drag himself 30 feet to right here to the Dogud's left, I guess.
All right.
Like, oh yeah, right there. Just, dang it! 1 second. Sorry. This program sometimes. Asmo moves 30 inches. He's just like slowly limping, essentially.
Yeah, you're like trying to charge into battle. Ha, ha, ha. Most of your body is feeling numb. The rest of it is feeling immense pain.
Yep. Okay, we're good there.
T-Wig.
Alrighty, I am going to... How bad is Dogud looking? Like, he's been getting hit pretty hard.
Real fast. Could I ready a dodge action?
You can take the dodge action.
I will take the dodge action. Sorry.
All right.
Continue on.
Dogud, I mean, he's getting hammered full on by the god of war. He has been empowered, but he doesn't seem to be... I'd say if you looked at Dogud, yeah, your passive perception would be able to match this. He's probably at about 60%.
Okay. I'm going to keep my eyes on that. I am going to reposition over here. Just kind of spread out. And I'm going to cast Thorn Whip. I think I can reach from here. I'm going to have to move. Oh, no, actually, I don't think I can reach at all. Where was I? Oops. Ah! Oh well.
You started back here.
Yeah, 25. I can make it if I go there. I'm gonna get right there. Sorry. Ugh. Oh god. Oh god. Oh no. Now it's scrolling. No, I want to. Sorry.
No worries.
I'm having a lot of struggles. Okay, I just want to go here. Heh.
There we go.
Should be good. Sorry, when I was trying to move my thing, it was scrolling up and down wildly. It was very frightening. And I'm gonna cast Thorn Whip.
All right. Cast away.
15, I'm assuming, will not hit.
27 does, though.
Oh, right, because we have advantage. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, yes.
You lash out and basically get him right around the ankle. As you peel it back, you start ripping his flesh away. Go ahead and roll damage.
He's definitely smaller than large. He's bigger than large. That'll be 6 piercing damage.
All right. You give him this sick-looking rope burn that would probably be about the equivalent of if you had like a piece of twine wrapped around your leg and pulled it real quick.
Ooh. Might end my turn there.
Yeah. Sorry. He barely even seems to notice it, but the damage is there.
I just like lift up both of my arms and you're going, ha-ha! Like, I'm fighting now.
Got you!
And that will end my turn.
Alright, Dogud, emboldened by the strength of his friends and the spirit of his lost pet, goes to attack. Abilities. All right. He slams him with... basically, he goes back for the knee again and cracks Vander right in the knees with his womp stick, taking him down to the ground using his 14th level wolf aspect totem thingy. So he is now considered prone. Dogud brings the womp stick back over his head to try to basically Gallagher him. Gets advantage this time. Okay, that hits.
He also gets bonus damage from enlarge.
Bonus D4, or is that like a D4 per size category? I can't even remember.
It's a D4.
It is
just one D4. Gotcha.
Yeah. But he also has advantage on strength saves and checks.
All right. Well, that did not come into play here.
Yep.
However, he does, BAM! Just before Vander can get his hands up, just smashes him right on the bridge of the nose with the sharp side of the womp stick, and you can hear this as the head cracks down into the dirt. Like there is a sizable crater left. As Vander begins to peel himself off the ground, he goes to basically try to wrestling take down Dogud. It's going to be Dogud will have advantage on that, and he's going to need it. And Dogud blocks the takedown thanks to the enlargement.
Good shit.
And instead, Vander's going to attempt to punch him in the kidneys. That does hit. As he slams Dogud in the side, you see him cough up a bit more blood. Yep. Wolfgang.
Okay. I do believe from this point I am within range. Using the new power that I was bestowed to me just recently, I'm going to sort of take my hand across Crescendo and just rake it across, creating sparks that fly underneath Vander's feet, and I cast Create Bonfire under his foot.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Go ahead and show me that spell so I know exactly what it's doing here.
There you go.
The lyric special.
I
create
create
a bonfire on the
ground.
ground.
So
the spell ends the bonfire. Yep. He needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Alright.
And this is 2d8 fire damage.
That is a 25 for his dexterity save. So he makes that.
He sure does. I don't think he takes half damage. I think he just doesn't take damage. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he just doesn't take any damage.
All right, so basically
but that is underneath him.
Yeah, the fire begins to build up under him as he just shifts his foot to the side. As large as he is, it's pretty easy just to keep his foot out of it. All right.
base, and for a bonus action, I would like to sort of click the cylinder of Requiem into the bullet I want. I want it to click onto the very last bullet in the chamber, which is the special frost bullet.
All right, special frost bullet. Scroll back down. Did I give you the note for what that does, or is that mine?
I think you still have it.
All right, let me scroll back down to that because I keep my special notes on this document. There we go, I found it. All right. I gave this to you a while ago, so it might not be as strong as you're hoping. Anyway, Demir.
Yes. It is my turn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good deal. I am going to attempt to cast a spell magic on Vander to attempt to negate his largeness.
It is, as you cast, nothing seems to happen.
That's okay. I still get benefits from my arcane ward.
Yep. How does dispel magic work? Is that a area, or is that you're trying to get a specific
single
effect?
target?
Okay. Yep. Nothing seems to happen as you do that. This is a godly ability.
Fair enough.
Asmo. Sorry, yeah, Daenerys. You're still your turn technically.
Nope. That's it. I ended my turn.
All right. Asmo.
The whole time Asmo's slowly been crawling his butt over to the side of this giant jolly gray jackass. So Asmo,
you make your way over to the side of him, and to give you some perspective, the bottom of his leg is like you were standing at the foot of a massive redwood.
So pretty much at full height, Asmo's standing up. What is he up to on this guy?
You are basically looking at eye level with that little ankle bone.
Good. All right, sweet, because that's what Asmo's going to be targeting. Asmo takes the blade in his hand, her blade, and he doesn't know how to use it properly, but he's going to swing down into that ankle.
All right, attack with Chimera. Fang.
15.
17 plus 3, still not going to get it, unfortunately, as you are trying to drive it in. You try pushing, but the flesh is just too thick. It almost seems to repel it a little bit.
Well, luckily Asmo's got more than that. Asmo's going to try again with it.
All right. 25 will hit.
25. Awesome. And 13 plus 4 electric. 17 points of damage.
All right. The electric seems to, like, dissipate about the flesh. But as you drive this blade in between that little joint, that, like, the ankle joint, you just jab it in there and shove it in as deep as you can. You feel the foot kind of, like, shift and move uncomfortably.
Oh, man. I have one more attack for flavor. Am I able to use the Fang again? Or do I need to use my offhand?
This would be your offhand as your bonus action.
I haven't said I switched it out yet, but I'm gonna keep my offhand as Fire Ant right now then.
All right.
And I swing down with Fire Ant. 19.
30.
Nope.
30. Oh, right.
30 hits.
With advantage plus. Well, I'm good. 7 damage.
All right. As you stab that in just on the opposite side, it's not getting as much penetration, but you're just jabbing these two blades in on the side of his ankle. And you can see the knee start to, like, kind of quake a little bit as the foot sort of lifts away from you. The blades pop out. And he shifts his foot backwards. T-Wig.
Okay. You know what? I think it's time for bees.
All right.
Fucking unleash the bees!
Bees? Question mark?
A swarm of bees flies out. He's going to choose to save against it.
This is my favorite attack from BioShock.
As they fly towards him, they circle around Dogud, but as they get close to Vander, they all seem to get zapped like a bug zapper coming straight at him, and they trickle to the ground like dust. He doesn't even notice that it happened. They're just gone.
I hug my center part of myself, and I just kind of lean down, and I'm just like,
I am sorry, Your Majesty.
And like look back up towards
It's like
the
a million.
battlefield.
It's like a million souls cried out in pain, then were silenced.
You can hear the queen bee's disdain as it sits perched upon the eyeball of Harper Valentine.
Oh, god damn it.
All right. Dogud, who is still kind of like blocking the takedown attempt, is going to attempt to basically go for a choke hold on the side of Vander's head with a advantage to strength checks. Oh, jeez. Yeah, Vander just kind of like breaks away from that as he gets back up to his feet. Dogud's going to make a simple attack with... Yeah, unfortunately he's going to miss with the womp stick as well, as Vander just kind of slams it to the side with his hand. Vander kind of clenches his fists and does this, like, ki as he, like, to the side, like, throws his hands down to his side. Asmo, T-Wig, and Dogud, of course, have to make a Constitution save.
Oh, boy. 15?
4.
Dogud also does not make it. That's unfortunate. As this massive, boom, thunderous burst of concussive energy
Stop it.
can't.
Stop it, Nick!
Gone. 34 points of sonic damage, thunder damage, rocks you. Asmo, your ears begin to bleed.
You say 34 points of damage?
34 points of thunder damage, yes.
Is that half down at all?
No, thunder damage is not half.
Not lightning
down.
damage.
I'm down.
All right.
I'm down too.
Asmo and T-Wig collapse due to the thunder damage as these massive behemoths fight, the world shaking around them. Wolfgang, your turn.
He needs to make another dexterity saving throw at the end of his turn.
He chooses to save.
Okay.
I'm just going to say that for the...
Resistance. All right, that's another legendary resistance down, though. So Wolfgang's going to go over here, use his very last healing ability to Healing Hands T-Wig. Heals... oh, that's Watcher's Eye. That is not Healing Hands. Hang on. Equal to my level, so you heal 10 hit points.
All right, T-Wig.
Thank you.
As you began to shut down, Wolfgang swoops in behind you and catches you before you fall, and you can feel yourself once again in the world of the waking.
We're not going back yet.
All right. Denier, your turn.
All right. Denier will activate feline agility.
You hear the voice behind your head once again. The offer's still open.
Let's see. Denier activates feline agility. He powers through, moves over here, and with the power from Dogud, I grab the diamond, bring it in my hand, swirl it around. This ball of orange energy begins to flow, and I cast a chromatic orb at Vander.
All right, go ahead with advantage.
25?
Yes, that'll hit.
Okie doke. Let me see. 28 points of damage, fire damage.
All right. As a massive ball of fire erupts on the side of his face, not quite as large as you expected. To the size of this creature, what would normally just engulf an entire being seems to just be about the size of his eyeball as it flares up over his ear. Mm-hmm. He kind of winces to the side. Asmo, make a death save.
Real quick, I never got my bonus action.
Oh, sorry.
As a bonus action, I'd like to slip T-Wig my last healing potion. And I'll say, go to Osmo.
Got it.
10.
That's just one minor.
I believe that's one save.
That's a save, yeah, that's a success.
Yep, that's one success.
Yay!
You're on your way to stabilizing.
He's dying.
As Asmo's laying on the ground, you can see Solomon just kind of like peeking his head around, very interested. All right, T-Wig, you're up.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna run away real quick.
I'm fearless. I'm going to run. Huh. I'm gonna lay both my hands on Asmo, and I'm going to cast Cure Wounds at 3rd level. In the last slot.
Yay! That's what's gonna back up.
18. You get healed for 18.
Oh, thank God, Nadine. Thank you so much, T-Wig.
Asmo, you feel this cold exiting your body as your eye once again looks straight up Vander's skirt, basically.
As I do that, I look right at Solomon.
And he's just kind of like he just kind of lifts his hands like, man, guess I'm waiting.
I just imagine him with like a stadium hot dog. What's going on?
A glass of wine, just in this like super ornate extra like.
He's on his cell phone. That piece of shit.
Yeah.
He would be.
He's
it
on
getting
his cell
good
phone
yet?
Scrolling up.
I don't even like sports.
This ain't even my thing. All right. Dogood's up again, and he sees all this going on. He's going to attempt to attack Vander once again. Just for the sake of it. Yep. Hits him once again with the womp stick, bringing him back down to the ground. You can feel the ground thud beneath your feet. T-Wig and Asmo, make a dexterity check. Asmo, you're still on the ground. Never mind, Asmo, you don't need to make it. Dexterity save.
Oh, I'm prone still?
Yeah, you're
14.
still prone.
Yeah, when you come up from being res, you're still prone.
T-Wig, you managed to save and stay on your feet.
Blah.
So
As Vander gets slammed to the ground, Dogood once again brings the womp stick overhead. Nat 20 this time, alright.
Yeah.
As he slams it heavily down onto Vander's face. Once again, you hear this crunch. As Vander braces his body, you can see his arms and legs just kind of convulse a little with it. But he begins to stand back up once again. As he attempts once again to take down Dogood. Ooh, that's going to be tough to beat. This time, sweeping under Dogood's knees and diving him into the ground. T-Wig, I need you to make another dex save.
Okay.
As the earth shakes. This time you're knocked prone. As now Dogood is prone, and Vander basically takes a mounted position and starts to rain blows down onto him. That hits. That hits. And that hits. As he just, bam, starts hammer blowing Dogood's face. You can see Dogood just trying to get back up, but there's nothing doing here as Vander is just pummeling him MMA style. Wolfgang.
Okay. Was that Vander's turn?
That was Vander's turn.
Okay, he needs to make another dex save.
He chooses to save.
Are these legendary resistances, or is he just choosing to save?
He's a god.
He's a god.
Okay. I've never fought a god before. Just checking.
He has a lot of them if he has a number. I'm not going to tell you which.
Well, I'll just keep that down there. It's concentration. So, fuck it. I mean, I might as well go for more Eldritch Blasts.
Go for it.
Natural 20.
I'm going to say that. I'm going to go ahead and say that hits.
For 10 force damage.
You managed to ping him right in the eye as he's about to rain another blow down onto Dogood. It slams into the sand as he just winces.
And before he can recover, I'll go for the other eye. Natural 20.
All right.
Oh,
I am going to consider him blinded for a round.
That is beautiful.
for hitting 2 nat 20s in a row. Go ahead and roll damage.
Wolfgang just sort of gets a little cheeky grin for just a second, dealing 11 force damage to the other eye.
All right, as his face begins to turn back to you to be like, I'm gonna fucking both of his eyes are considered blinded for his next round.
I bravely run away.
Brave, Sir Wolfgang. Denier.
All right, Denier is going to huck another chromatic orb fire at Vander, and he is going to continue his move.
All right.
All right, chromatic orb firing. 17 to hit.
Does not hit.
All right, Denier is continuing his move.
Thank Dogod. Thank Dogod.
That ends my turn.
All right. Asmo.
Okay, Asmo's gonna get to his feet.
That's half your movement.
Asmo's gonna disengage.
That's your action.
I have I can move 15 feet away. So Asmo's gonna move 15 feet away. And Asmo's gonna take Kabuto and just aim for his eyes, up at his eyes.
You already used your action to
disengage.
Oh,
no.
Yeah.
That's it. Asmo's just gonna limp away. Thanks, T-Wig.
Speaking of which, T-Wig, it is now your turn.
Alright! I'm in the midst of chaos. I have very little to my name.
Yep, these two giants are just battling it. Dogod is looking less healthy than he was moments ago. He's, to your eyes, probably sitting at around 30% now.
Okay.
Definitely doesn't look like he can go longer than Vander at this point.
Well, I am gonna get up. He is blinded right now.
He is. He's currently, like, clutching at his eyes, just trying to rub them.
I am going to not use my action disengage. Instead, I'm going to use my action to dash.
All right. He will attempt to just flail wildly around him.
All right.
And at disadvantage.
I guess if I get away, I'll smack my back up against the salamander. Where the salamander's sitting
that's
above.
22 to hit.
That is gonna hit.
Didn't roll super high, but that is 19 points of bludgeoning damage. And...
I'm down, so I don't move.
All right. I'd say you made it like a little bit of a ways away as you were running. Just for flavor, as you were running, his hand probably smacked you down when you were here.
Okay.
Wait, your movement speed isn't 30 feet?
Well, T-Wig didn't make it that far because of the reaction.
I got reaction hit, so I'm down again.
I'm just curious why you dashed instead of disengaging.
Because I wanted to get farther away. And because he was blinded, I thought I'd have a better chance, but...
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Alright. Dogod, who's trying to refocus on the situation, sees T-Wig down. He's still pinned at the moment by Vander, but Vander is blind. So he's going to attempt to knock himself free. And does so as he basically kicks Vander back up off of him, who falls onto his ass. Dogod stands up and is going to attempt to pin Vander. Ooh, okay. Yeah, and with a nat 20, just kind of like slams his elbow down into Vander's neck as they continue to struggle. Vander now still blinded, but now pinned to the ground. He's going to attempt to break free. Fails. So instead, he's just going to try to kidney shot Dogod at disadvantage and misses. And misses again. Wolfgang.
Okay, T-Wig went down again. That ain't good. Wolfgang gonna dash over to T-Wig. Could I use a bonus action to force feed T-Wig the potion I just gave them?
I'd say make me a dexterity check just to see how quickly you're able to do this.
Okay. 19.
Yes, you can force feed T-Wig the potion.
Yeah, I'll just skid on my boots and reach for the potion because I know where T-Wig keeps it, and just start pouring it on their core. Like, come on.
T-Wig, once again, your servos buzz back to life.
As I come back, I just kind of go,
Z, we really need to stop meeting like this.
and I shake my head. How much do I get healed for?
Yeah, go ahead.
4 plus 4, I think. 7.
Yay. 7.
With the rest of my dash, I will move up here. Actually, hang on. I can. Okay. I'll move up. And that'll be my turn.
All right. Denier, the voice continues chiding you. So when your giant dies, how long will it be for your friends?
Lani, the wind and everything like that around us. What's the wind doing?
It's not as strong as it was previously, but it's still there. It's just kind of like circling the area. There's a funnel cloud overhead.
Mm-hmm.
Seems mostly like the basically the tail end of what you were dealing with previously. Just kind of the aftermath of Vesa's passing.
Denier's hand reaches down for his side pouch. He stops for a moment, looks over towards where Red is. He brings his hand up, creating a ball of fire in his hand. It then splits into 3, and he fires a scorching ray at Vander. He seems, it seems that he's starting to doubt. He's torn, but I'm going to fire Scorching Ray.
All right. Fire them away.
What? Oh, that doesn't even have a roll anymore.
Huh, weird.
Oh.
Life is different.
Roll 20.
I got it.
It's part of the name.
There we go.
Unfortunately, there's been a little...
22.
22 matches, that hits.
7 damage.
All right.
28.
That hits.
Yep. 8 damage.
That hits.
28.
That
And
also hits.
3 damage.
All right.
18 damage.
You basically like pelt him across the top of his head as Dogud is keeping him pinned down. He's now got 3 little burn marks that almost look like zits on the top of his head. Asmo.
Well, Asmo, let's looking at this. Asmo now collecting himself a little bit, decides to try out Kabuto's long-range function. And Asmo's gonna throw the good old throwable Kabuto.
Yep, you squeeze the handle on Kabuto. Its blades separate apart, looking significantly more beetle-like as you feel this torrent of cold air circle about. You throw it towards Vander's head.
Nat 1.
Oh my god!
And it cycles off into the distance.
Oh, that's a...
Asmo just looks
Double Nat 1, holy shit.
I want to imagine he throws it, and he just moves his head up. Oh.
Yeah, Vander lifts his head slightly and just... And as he sets his head back down, poof, Kabuto is trapped beneath his head.
Asmo just reaches into his jacket and just pulls out 2 knives.
All right, go ahead and throw your knives.
24.
Nat 20, that'll hit.
Wow, natural
20. 4 plus 5 plus 4.
All right, yep. Doesn't seem to get all of it, but there is now a knife sticking out of the side of his ear. Like you threw it into a dartboard, basically.
This is a roller coaster.
12, nothing.
Yeah, 17.
14, you still have advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I don't think that's...
Yeah, it doesn't hit though.
It's almost to pierce, not to hit.
And T-Wig.
Can't believe I rolled a nat 20 on a fucking dagger.
Seeing the situation and how bad it is for me to be here, I'm going to activate that cloak I have.
All right.
Cloak.
As you...
I had it in my book, but I couldn't find what spell it was.
It's gaseous form, but we're flavoring it that you turn into a bunch of leaves. So, T-Wig, these leaves begin to flutter around T-Wig in the breeze as T-Wig's lower body disappears, mid-body, upper body, and now there's just this dancing form of leaves floating in the air where T-Wig once stood. Alright, I think you can still move.
Oh yeah, I can still move. I can't talk or manipulate objects. And I can move a flying speed of 10 feet. So I'm just gonna float up into the air towards about yay there, up into the air and towards the east.
All right. Doggett is going to continue to try to rain blows down on Vander now. Nat 20, not even gonna need to second roll for that one, as Vander's eyes begin to clear. Doggett basically takes his elbow and just cracks him square in the throat. As this time, you see Vander cough up blood.
Oh, shit.
You see the god bleed. As Doggett continues to rain blows down. Takes both hands up and just slams him in the face.
That was for Spike! This is for the land!
Slams him in the face. Vander's head pulses into the ground.
And this is for my mother, you son of a bitch!
And as he tries to bring his hands down on this one, Vander grabs both of his wrists.
You talk too much.
As Vander spits in Doggett's eyes.
Just go right on you.
Yep, spits blood straight into Doggett's eyes as he reels back. Then Vander's going to attempt to get up. Basically kicks Doggett back and does a big kip up.
It's time to end this once and for all. Perhaps the next generation will fare better.
As he holds out his hand, a warhammer shoots down from the sky.
Oh, fuck.
And he swings it to the side of Doggett's face. But luckily, as Doggett is reeling, he manages to whiff with the hammer. Wolfgang, it is now your turn.
Whoa! Fuck. I am going to... Oh boy. Oh jeez. I'm still over here. Yeah, I just need to keep raining down blows on him with Eldritch Blast.
Alright, go for it.
Yeah, here we go. Eldritch Blast, 21.
That does not hit.
No!
Yeah. Another one, 22.
That does hit.
For 2 force damage.
Oh,
Ping! You get him right on the knuckle of one of the hands that's holding the hammer. Ping!
Bonus action, I'm going to load a few more frost bullets into Requiem, and that'll be my turn.
I'm on your side, Denier. I don't want you to die here. I need you not to die here.
I'm not going to die here. But I don't need you. I'll do this myself. I fire Scorching Ray again.
Alright.
Nope.
Miss.
24.
That hits.
Yay!
Okay. 4 points of fire damage, followed by a 27.
Also hits.
6 more points of damage. That's 10. Daenerys' hand that he keeps his spell components in is beginning to shake.
As you feel yourself reaching towards your spell components, I want you to make me a intelligence check.
All right. I believe I know what it is that you're talking about. I've just been waiting. Nat 20.
Oh!
Your hand brushes past that elephant whistle, which is...
Yep. That's exactly why I was asking you a couple turns ago if this guy was screaming yet.
I mean... Alright.
Yep. I haven't forgotten about it, my dude.
Alright, good to know. Asmo.
Oh my god. Okay, Asmo. I don't have Kabuto. I have to go find that now.
Yeah, Kabuto is somewhere beneath Vander right now.
Well, Asmo's gonna take out the javelin chain that he has wrapped around his neck still.
Alright.
Unfurl that and throw that.
Alright, go ahead and throw the
Swing
javelin.
The javelin chain. That is a 23.
23 hits.
Oh, beautiful, 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 beautiful. 4. Just 4.
Alright, you basically, as you throw it, it sticks into the side of Vander's leg. He is... I don't know, with this size difference, it's hard to say which one of you is considered grappled.
Can Asmo just let go of the chain?
Yes, you can absolutely let go of the chain, or you can attempt to pull the thing back.
I mean...
You never know, it might work.
You know what? I'm just gonna let there just be a giant chain and a thing you can swing off of hanging off his thigh. How about that?
More like the upper part of his calf. Or lower part of his calf.
Oh, man.
As you arced it, it's still only down to the lower part of his calf, which is still, 12 feet up.
Asmo's got 4 small daggers, so Asmo's gonna be like, fuck it, just pulls up 2 bonus daggers as well. Nat 1. Ugh.
Well,
No,
the
it's a 13.
13. Remember, you have advantage. Still misses.
All right, sorry. Natural 20!
Also hits!
Hey!
6
It's
plus
a fucking
1!
roller coaster.
Once again,
Plus
throwing it into the
damage!
side of his leg, just hear... Like, it gets... Like throwing knives into a tree.
Asmo's just like... Asmo's in his bag, just pulling out everything sharp and just throwing it at him right now. That's what he's doing.
Everything in the kitchen
This is
sink.
sharp. Go for it. Saving his foot. Jesus, I got so many fucking weapons here. Now, that's a fancy-ass sword I got from when we cleared out that keep. Shh. Puts it back.
Alright, T-Wig. Unless
I'm
Asmo, you'd like to
Cloud.
move.
I'm a cloud.
Yeah, you're a cloud. Would you like to flutter anywhere?
Man, I don't know. There's a part of me that feels like I'm so out of stuff. I have nothing. I am going to float up and just up in the air about 10 feet this way for now. So, right there. I'll float about right there. Just kind of keeping like some sort of eye on the situation.
All right. That leaves it to Dogud, who is gotten the blood out of his eyes by now, and now sees that his father is wielding a massive hammer. Dogud's just gonna try to be undaunted by this and swing at him with the womp stick, which Vander catches in the side as Dogud pulls it back to try to swing again. That time hits, and once again takes Vander off his feet, sweeping out beneath his legs as he cracks him in the shins. Or cracks him out from behind one of his knees. Asmo, dexterity save.
Oh boy, here we go. That was a terrible roll, 10.
Alright, you are set prone as once again the earth shakes beneath your feet.
Yeah!
Vander basically does a kip up and slams forward with the hammer, catching Dogud right in the temple as this massive bolt of lightning strikes down on top of Dogud. Several other bolts of lightning start streaking down about the area. Boof, boof, boof. Dogud looks like he just got his jaw broken as Vander reels back with another shot. This time Dogud manages to fend that off with the Womp Stick, but Vander's undaunted, going to try to swing again as Dogud is just like feebly dropping to one knee, just trying to stop these blows from raining. Wolfgang.
Seeing as the bonfire's not working,
yeah,
Wolfgang
really.
is going to grab the canister around his waist, point to just behind Vander, and say, "Tanning bed." And sickening radiance will sprout up right around here-ish. I'll go ahead and make a circle for you. Draw shape, hold Alt for circle. That is not a circle. How dare you? Hold Alt for a circle. There we go. That's more circly. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. It's being a little finicky. Hang on.
That is a squircle.
It is a squircle.
Oh.
Hang on. I am just.
That's an egg that's fallen
like
down
right
on
here?
hard times.
Yeah, it's going to just barely miss Dogud.
All right.
It is going to encompass. I'm gonna try to make this bigger if I can. Hang on. I'm just gonna.
Here, I can adjust its size. What do you need it to be?
Okay. 30 by 30.
All right, hold on. For some reason, it's not letting me select it.
Probably because I made it.
Well, yeah, but I should still be able to grab anything that's on this board.
It can be super finicky when you're trying to grab lines. It's such a pain.
You know what? They aren't moving, so let's just say it's there.
I'll try to make a better one.
Don't worry about it.
There we go.
Yeah, okay.
There we go.
All right, cool. All right, so a massive. It basically goes up to his upper thigh, or actually no, up to his knee is where this thing would reach.
Indeed, and I'm assuming he still has to. He is still going to choose to save.
Yes, but he'll still take half the damage on this one at least.
Yeah, it will be 4d10 halved. He takes half of 18, which is 9 radiant damage.
All right, starting to get a bit of a sunburn down there. All right, Denier.
Denier holds his hand for a moment, beginning to mutter under his breath. The ground shakes. The air screams. 2 giants clash, and all hope seems lost. Digging his hand into his right pocket, he thrusts out holding the elephant flute. Bringing it up, he begins to play.
All right, you basically blow into the top of the elephant and kind of taking everybody by surprise, the eruptuous roar of an elephant's trumpet just echoes through the air as the flute shatters to pieces. In the distance, you hear and that's all that happens this turn. You still have a bonus action and a movement.
I end my turn.
All right, Asmo.
Asmo is out of everything. Asmo's used up all his weapons. If he gets any closer to this fight, he just doesn't know what to do. So Asmo is going to move back against the wall and take the dodge action.
All right, Asmo dodging. T-Wig.
I am going to float. Everyone's running away. Do I notice everyone running away?
You
Do I hear
you
boss
have
music
you have kind of this
approaching?
you kind of have this omnipresence about you when you're leaves.
I'm gonna just float on over this way.
As you float a little higher into the air, you're just kind of above the first deck of seats. You can see the fire newt just kind of cowering down beneath the banister, slowly peeking its head up, licking its eye, then ducking its head down again.
The leaves make the form of a heart as they float.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check. We'll see where this goes.
Alright, cool. Persuasion. 8.
Yeah, the thing, it's still cowering. Dogud's reeling super hard, but he just wants this old man fucking dead as he whips the womp stick square into the side of Vander's face. Slam! Vander has, like, you hear this sickening crack as Vander's, like, it looks like the side of Vander's head begins to cave in a little bit as he whips it back and tries to slam him again, but misses. And with a third attempt, hits him again, this time right in the gut. Vander, kind of annoyed by the sunburn he's starting to get, begins to shift.
Yeah, well, he does start his turn in there, so he takes the
Yep, he's gonna take the half damage. Technically,
okay. He takes 12 radiant damage.
Reduced to 6. All right. And once again, he is going to, like, basically, kind of like the movie Troy, he jumps to the side and swings the hammer. Missing Dogud completely with that first strike, but as he catches himself on his foot, he spins around, tries to hit him with the backhand of the hammer. That time it hits. Oh boy, poor Dogud. Cracking Dogud right across the bridge of the nose and his upper brow. Dogud reels backwards as Vander attempts to go for what could be the finishing blow, but misses. As Dogud blocks it with every last ounce of his strength. Wolfgang.
Yes.
You're up.
Okay. Shit. All right, fuck it. Here I go. I'm gonna run up to Vander's leg, and I'm gonna whip out Crescendo. It's time. And I'm going to actually position myself one square lower. Seeing as he tries to jump out of the sickening radiance, I'm gonna go with Crescendo.
All right.
13.
And that's unfortunately not going to pierce his thick, rock-like marbling flesh.
I get a second one. 19.
Unfortunately also misses.
Okay.
Or just
And
can't quite get it.
I'm going to... Gunslinger is active. I'm going to try and fire at him with Requiem.
All right, fire
Come
away.
on. 16.
Unfortunately also misses.
Yeah, that was the special frost bullet. That's gone now.
Daenerys, at the start of your turn, you can see as the sun is kind of like peering into your eyes, this shadow overtakes it. As you see the massive form of the rock that you had seen pick up elephants earlier, streaking down out of the sky. Talons bare straight for Vander. And tries to attack him square in the face with his talons. Holy shit, nat 20.
Oh my god.
Fucking nature, bitch!
Do you smell what the rock is cooking?
The guardian spirit of this land comes hurtling down at the one that has been hurting it.
Oh, we lost Lani. Oh, or...
No, I'm still here.
Oh, he cut out for me. Sorry.
Yeah, the
I
guardian.
think my soul is leaving my body.
The guardian spirit of this land comes hurtling down towards the creature that has been doing so much harm to it, and gets him square in the eyes with both talons as Vander begins flailing about. The bird now attempting to peck the back of his head.
Indeed.
And as the bird is flying in, by the way, as it gets into Dogad's range, this cloak of wolf-like spectral forms over the top of its head.
Oh my god!
And as it pecks down, you can see the fangs of this wolf rend down on top of the back of Vander's neck. A vision of spike runs through your heads as it rips flesh back and takes to the sky, seemingly to circle around.
Oh shit.
Denier, it's your turn. As Vander is once again blinded and reeling from this.
Denier turns and looks at Red, a big smile on his face.
Who?
Red.
Red? Who's Red?
Yeah, who's
The
Red?
elf.
Oh, you've named him Red. Gotcha.
Yeah.
You can't see him. He's floating directly behind your head.
What do? You summon another one, and I fire my final level 2 at Scorching Ray at Vander.
Noted, he is not saying shit to you. He's just like, you don't know what exactly his mood is, but he's not saying shit.
That's 10 damage.
All right.
27 to hit.
Also hits.
That's 3 damage, and a 20.
All right.
That's a 20 hit.
20 will not hit, so you've got 13 there.
13
yeah, you
total damage.
slam these burns right into the back of his, right into the back of his rended neck. Asmo.
I just don't want to get close. I'm so snorted. All right, Asmo realizes he can't stay out of this fight, so Asmo is going to go up to the other side, and Asmo is going to try again with Fang.
All right. Unfortunately, that's going to miss with the 18, or I guess even the 21. 28.
There we go. 28 will definitely hit.
Yup.
9 plus 6, 15 points of damage.
He doesn't seem to take any of the electric damage, but that blade is carving through his flesh like, well, I mean, as if it were butter almost. This blade seems almost... This blade seems like it was made to damage a god.
Asmo like wishes this blade, the magic. You can tell the magic's not working on it, right?
The electric part of it, yes.
Yeah. Asmo can see that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, then Asmo just imagines if only he could like hit it without the electricity, and I'm gonna use a bonus action to change the form of the weapon.
Right. As you hold it forth, you're like, damn, I wish I could just stab this guy even worse. And it becomes it takes the form of that long spear with that scorpion tip tail. That the chitinous material that you were using for your hand grip now extends further down the blade as it grows to that spear shape.
Asmo just smirks and stabs forward with it. 28.
I'll allow this.
Nice.
Go ahead.
Holy shit.
9 plus 2 poison.
All right. As you take that and you jab it even further down into his Achilles tendon, you can see the foot kind of clench as Vander is kind of at his wit's end here. God damn, that's really close. Okay, T-Wig, you're still leaves.
Alright, I am going to not be leaves anymore.
The leaves circle around and T-Wig kind of plops down to the ground where the leaves once were.
Seeing Dogad's current condition.
Yeah, he is probably at about like somewhere between 1 and 10% as far as you can tell.
I have 2 things I could do. I could polymorph him into a wolf.
Probably bad considering.
Yeah, or I could heal him. I'm gonna heal him with Healing Word it. at 4th level.
That'll work.
And, ooh, that's going to be a whopping 13.
That's a 4th level cast? God damn.
I think so. Yeah, 3, because it's D4s, right? Healing word is less than cure wounds.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's a 3 plus 2 plus 3. I rolled a 1. So
you can see some of the swelling around his face begin to subside. As he takes his womp stick.
Get out of this land!
And with the blinded Vander still strafing about, gets this attack with advantage. Hits him. Cracks him right behind the leg as he falls to the ground. Wolfgang, Asmo, dexterity save, please.
Oh god.
Oh god.
9. Wolfgang is prone.
23.
Asmo, you do a backflip for style. As Dogud raises the womp stick over his head, slams it down onto Vander. Boosh! And with one final, lifts it back up. As he brings it down, he goes for like this golf-like swing. As he hits him like square under the head. His head slips forward. Asmo, he tumbles over you and begins rolling as he slams against the side of the Colosseum, basically turning a bunch of it to rubble. Vander lays like a broken Vegeta.
He's all tuckered out.
Denier, from next to you, you feel a cold presence as you see Solomon begin to float down from the side where he was, or from the viewing platform. Sorry, looking for music.
Denier steps aside and actually moves his hands over to Vander as though to say, "After you."
He seems to glance momentarily behind you and then back at you as he nods. Just this cocky smile on his face as Vander begins to shrink back down to his, I was going to say, normal 8-foot size. He's still a very large guy.
Brother. Have you come to gloat over me?
No. But I will say, I have been waiting for a moment like this. As Solomon holds his hand out to Vander. Vander lifts his hand up to Solomon. His massive mitt, even larger than Solomon's forearm. But you can see this look of shock. This shocked expression come across Vander's face as Solomon grins this malicious grin. You see, I've always played with mortals. But I've never tried sapping our own energy. And you can see Solomon hold up his other hand as Vander's face becomes gaunt. His muscles begin to deflate. His form becomes malnourished as this ball of energy begins forming in Solomon's hand, this crackling, writhing orb. As he lets go of Vander's hand, Vander slinks back to the dirt, looking completely anemic, as if he had been starved for centuries.
What did you do?
I made you mortal.
Give it back.
No. He snaps his fingers, points out to one of the drow in the stands. You! Crystal! As this drow walks down from the stand, he hands Solomon the crystal. The energy begins to pulse into it. This bright, white, luminous gem. He looks over to Dogud, who's panting. Well, go on. This is going to be your only chance. as Solomon grabs Vander's hand and basically tosses him like a rag doll as he skitters towards the center of the arena, landing at Asmo's feet. Vander has this shocked, defeated, ultimately depressed expression on his face as he's looking around at this arena of Goliath that once served him. Those that still remain kind of clamoring closer to the front. Dogud steps forward.
Your reign's done, old man. You'll always be a disappointment, boy.
As Dogud slams the womp stick down on top of Vander, Asmo, you are basically splattered with blood. Once again, covered in god blood.
Jesus.
And here's where we'll take a break. Hey guys, Lani here. If you're liking what you're watching, feel free to hit that subscribe button and that like button. It really helps me feel the love for this series. And if you want to catch us live, feel free to hit us up on twitch.tv/Lanipator Mondays at 5 o'clock Central Time. Thanks for rolling with me. Now let's get back to the action. So with Vander vanquished, you now sit in the presence of, well, on the field with one god, as a couple more look on from the stands. Just Tom is super interested in everything that's going on. Pip seems terrified, and Lush is concerned. So, I believe this is the part where you're supposed to get a wish or something. Solomon just sort of looks around at you.
I'm gonna raise my hand.
Let me guess. You want me to bring that one back, huh?
Which one?
The one, the dead one that you killed.
Can we huddle? I'm just gonna grab everyone and grab them into a huddle.
All right, everybody huddle up as Dogud is just kind of like kneeling down next to you. Blood still dripping from his eye socket.
I'm not going to lie. I didn't think we would make it this far.
I didn't think I was gonna make it this far either. Guys, I think something's wrong with my eye. Oh shit.
We'll look at it after, don't worry.
There's nothing wrong with it, it just ain't there.
It's just a major flesh wound. It's fine.
Oh.
We'll get it fixed. Or we'll get you a glass one. No?
So
you could probably fix that eye if you asked him. I mean,
what are we talking about?
Okay, wish. We have a wish now. That's a pretty big deal.
We want the lily, right?
Well, we can find the plant.
I could probably get that for you, especially now that I'm probably like the boss around here. Some shit. I don't really know what's up.
From the way it's been being sold is we can wish for anything. Maybe we can ask Solomon to help with the thing, the thing you guys are all doing.
Isn't that thinking? Do we have something better?
All right. So Dogud, you can. By the way, does he look different now that Vander is dead?
Dogud, he looks battered and bruised. He's still got blood dripping out of one of his eyes, basically. His nose is still bleeding and broken. So yeah, he looks different from when he started.
Now, the other thought I had was maybe that we wish that...
And I kind of, shift away from Dogud a bit.
Maybe that we wish that Dogud is the new god of war.
Isn't he already? Because he...
Dogud's just kind of trying to stretch his jaw and pop it back into place.
As was just gesturing over his shoulder at the fucking dead body.
I don't know how this works. I thought you guys knew how this worked.
I don't know how any of this works.
The flesh of the body, by the way, is clinging to Dogud's womp stick. So what you pointed out was just a bloody crater.
So what do we do?
If Dogud killed Vander, then no doubt Dogud absorbed something from Vander. He might already be
the shit I was going to absorb is probably what's in that crystal.
Probably.
So we probably have to ask for the crystal.
we can get all that solved. We just ask for Doga to become the new god of war.
Are you okay with that, Doggett?
I mean, I guess I don't really know what that entails.
I mean, it's a bit of a responsibility, but I think you got a good head on your shoulders, guy. Plus, I mean, you like nature. You and Spike got along really good.
As you say that, the rock comes back and just kind of like perches atop where Solomon and Vander were once sitting. This massive bird stretches its wings and just kind of flaps. The sand of the area just kind of rustles around. It starts cleaning its feathers, like it starts pecking under its wing. Preening
T-Way
itself.
just kind of looks up towards the rock.
Can't fight a war for something that's not there.
Could be the god of no more war. Like, you could be the god of war, but be like, no more war.
Look,
You know,
if you
like
lot want to use this wish just to make me stronger and better, I'll take it. I'll use it to help this place, but...
Do you think you could help us too? Wolfgang's got like a big serious mission with kind of like world stuff. Right, Wolfgang?
Well, first and foremost, well, yes, we do need that as well.
Oh yeah, of course you can count on me for that. You lot did all this to... It's because of you that all this is possible.
All right.
So he just wants that crystal then. Right?
Seems about right.
I look towards everyone else. Does that seem fair, guys?
Dogad's legs shake as he stands up and turns towards Solomon.
Can I have that crystal of yours?
Solomon just kind of looks gobsmacked for a second. I guess? I was just experimenting.
I think we'd like that, please. That's our wish, I think. Yep.
Huh. Whatever. He tosses the crystal, which spins and like circles in the air, almost as if defying gravity, as it like pauses in front of Dogad's face. Tink. Dogad takes it between his index finger and his thumb.
So how does all gets it?
And this blinding white light encompasses the area. And as it fades, standing before you is Dogad, but he's fully healed. And the bare fur of his vest is now pure white.
Oh.
He actually looks pretty cleaned up, all things considered. Like, cleaner than you've ever seen or expected him possible of. He stands before you as thunder cracks in the sky, his eyes bright, crackling white with energy as his body tries to take hold of this form. The womp stick he holds in his hand begins to shudder as the once shattered blade of the massive axe begins to form back into its full war axe self, with a massive spike on one side with the head of a wolf, and the massive blade of the axe on the other.
Oh! Holy shit! Oh fuck!
Oh my god! Oh my god! You look so cool! Look at you! Look at that coffin, the OX!
Kind of like start running around him, just like taking kind of like notes.
And you can hear, and as all this energy begins swirling around him, the spectral form of a wolf forms at his side and sits down. Looks up and looks around at you.
Ruff!
Hi, buddy!
T-Wig, upon hearing your voice, it immediately bounds up and starts leaping towards you.
bounds up and sorry, you cut out.
It bounds up and like leaps out towards you.
I just hold my arms open. I just give a big hug.
You hug the ghostly ionic. Basically, it looks like a lightning ghost of Spike.
Holy
shit!
Oh my
God, Spike! As Dogud leans down, Spike turns away from you, T-Wig, and just leaps up. Starts biting at Dogud's neck. He starts rolling as they start fighting in the pit. You get me, little bastard! Fuck! I thought I lost you forever! As Dogud just continues wrestling with Spike, Solomon looks on. What the fuck? Alright, games are over. Bye, everybody!
Bye! Nice meeting you.
You and I need to talk eventually, Solomon.
Whatever. See you when you die, I guess. As Solomon floats back up into the air and into the box, he snaps his fingers and points into the audience at the drow. Come on! And they hurriedly rush towards the exits. As time proceeds, Vander takes... you guys all make your way back to the city of Oasis as Dogud lifts you up in his arms. He's like, all right, let's see how this works. Holds his axe up into the sky as a bolt of lightning sears down and basically zaps you all back to the center, the town center, right outside of the wharf of Oasis, careening down through the statue of Vander. As you find yourself now in the streets of Oasis, a crowd begins to gather, stunned and shocked by the arrival of this new shining god. Word has not yet spread about what had happened at the arena, so there's a lot of confusion. Palace is up that way. You lot needed a flower, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, we do.
All right. He looks towards the He looks towards those that have gathered. Clear the way, you lot! As they begin to just shudder. Oh fuck! And basically, like parting the Red Sea, they both scatter. Like they all scatter away, leaving you a path up to the upper district. You walk upward as you continue. The structures that were made of basically white sandstone in the lower district, well, reddish white sandstone in the lower district, fade to lighter and lighter shades of white sandstone until you get to the top, and it seems to be constructed almost entirely out of marble. Gilded ornamental pieces hang about, lots of fine silks strewn about as some of the stronger of the Goliath that live in this district just peer out from the side streets, trying to keep a wide berth as everybody's still trying to figure out what's happening. This entire area seems like their ornamentality, the architecture, looks very much like a cross between ancient Egypt and ancient Greece.
A lot of pillars. Lots of pillars,
lots of animal ornamentation. And as you get to the palace, there is a series of aqueducts that kind of shoot throughout the city. At the very center of the palace lies this beautiful garden, and it is here where you find the prize that you seek. There are dozens of these lilies.
Oh!
Well, if you want one of them, you can take as many as you like. Dogud says, kind of with this sorrowful tone. You remember that he said that it was his mother's favorite flower.
Well, we're not gonna take all of them.
Sorry. Quick thing. I know that T-Wig, you and Wolfgang did that thing to me, but you said it should work. But shouldn't I eat one of these to make sure it did, to get rid of the green glow?
Yeah, we could one for you, one for Bohoom, maybe one for Tia, and I guess Rafe.
Let's see. T-Wig and Denier, make intelligence checks.
Oh, Maury, can I negotiate a nature check for you?
Yes, you may make a nature check.
22.
20.
Denier, you remember something studying up on these types of miracle cures. This the flower itself is just it's part of what you need, or like the flower needs to be processed in a way, probably in become brewed into a potion. Just eating the flower probably would not be enough. T-Wig, you believe this to be the case as well. Just the flower being a part of the equation here. Something about it needs to be extracted.
Hey, I wonder if Uncle Talos would be able to do something like that.
Probably. I'd say Venariel, she seemed awful excited when I told her that we were going to find it.
That's a good point, too. But I definitely think this should be in the hands of someone with a lot more experience and someone we really, 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 really trust.
Alright, so the dam has to come down. We gotta get the flower to Dragon's Rest. And I'm going to have to eventually come back to Damhammer.
Well,
I turn back to Dogud.
Can we take 3 flowers? Is that okay?
Yeah, sure. You can take like 5 or 6 of them if he wants.
Okay, sure, I'll take 5.
Who knows? Maybe we can get them to grow other places.
I do have a garden back at your house.
Help a lot of people.
So if anything ever happens to these, there's like another place it's growing.
I mean, you can't hurt to try, I suppose.
I'm sorry, I've lost a lot of blood, and I have a lot of blood on
Oh,
me.
hold on, I might be able to...
And Dogud kind of like points his finger out towards you.
Oh, what's about to happen here?
I don't know, I was just trying something.
You get zapped for 5 points of electric damage.
Nope, that weren't it. I don't. Okay, that's not me fault.
Did you ask for original recipe or extra crispy?
That ain't what I. Okay, that's not what I does. All right. My bad. But I thinks maybe
Try it with the other hand.
All right.
Let's
Points towards you again.
Oh no.
7 points of electric damage.
No, still same thing.
Please stop.
maybe a little bit of a night's rest will do us plenty good.
And then we can think about stuff with a clear head.
Right. Feel free to rest up around here. There's probably rooms and shit. I ain't been here since for like forever.
I turned to everyone.
This was a good idea, everybody. I'm really glad that we went with this one.
Lightning Spike barks.
He agrees.
I just without even breaking eye contact, I just point to Spike and just nod.
I can't believe we survived that.
Can't help but feel like he's forgetting something. Whatever, it can't be important.
Hey, Dogud, one more thing, buddy.
Oi?
Could you get me some really, really, really nice incense? Like, really nice incense?
Sure, it shouldn't be a
Problem. He looks around and he sees a couple of voluptuous servant Goliath walking.
Oi! You two! Incense for the metal one!
Huh.
Good ones!
They confusedly just agree and shake their heads and start running off.
I shake T-Wig a little bit while he's doing that. Where's you?
Oh, that is an excellent question.
Flash cut to you sitting in the pantry.
I hope things are going well.
There's been explosions and bird calls and...
He's just petting a goat. Meh.
Yeah. I'm sure it's fine.
We should probably... we're going to go sleep anyway. We should probably go get him.
Oh, shit. Right. I could probably be there and back in, probably less time than I think.
I take cover.
Alright, Spike!
He grabs onto Spike and They zap up and away.
This is so fucking crazy.
It's only just getting started.
To think, he tried to rob us and I turned him into a cat. And now he's the god of war.
That is not at all how I was expecting this journey to find the Lily of the Lunar Well to go, but we did it.
Yeah, we did.
Maybe the real Lily of the Lunar Well were the friends we made along the way.
No, they were not. No.
Well, this
no.
nice spot.
So
Another
much death.
bolt of lightning comes cracking down. You is standing there. His hair is just all standing on end.
Even his eyebrow hair.
Yes. I am very confused right now, but I'm guessing you're fine.
Oh yeah, Asmo's not, but we're good.
Yeah, so gives the Orange Cassidy thumbs up.
Okay. Good.
So, Solomon left.
He just left?
Yeah,
I just left.
He just left.
He's got.
Huh.
I tried not to get his attention because I think he's pissed at me. So,
Right.
you know. Yep.
But hey, the world's your oyster now, I guess. I mean, if you want to come with us, I mean, I'm okay with it.
I slowly pan and look towards Wolfgang.
I mean, I'm cool with it. If you want to live in a tree.
I've never lived anywhere else before. I don't really have other places to go, so maybe if that's okay, I do still owe your wife flowers.
You do.
These ones
Sort
are
of
pretty.
narrows his one of his black eyes at him.
I'm just gonna step in front of Wolfgang. Someone who could take care of the garden while we're gone would be pretty handy, huh?
I've never tried keeping things alive. It would be an interesting turn of pace.
It's like the reverse of what you normally do.
Which would
Yes.
be good. It's a refreshing change of pace, a step in, I think, the right direction. What do you think?
I think. You're sure Solomon can't, like, track you or something?
I don't really know. I haven't felt anything, and
He just sort of runs a hand back through his hair.
Wolfgang,
I guess Jamat could use someone to talk to.
he has my scent. Now his mother will never take him back.
I never met my mother.
Of course you
So
didn't.
sad.
That's another can of worms. Fuck it, fine. You're coming home with me, I guess.
Hooray!
Right.
That's a good thing, right?
Let's sleep. Let's sleep in Asmo. Take a look at your eye.
Okay.
What? I don't think it's there.
No,
it's looking...
that eye it's gone. It is not there.
Yeah.
It
And
does
I know.
not have one eye. I mean, it's
Yeah.
probably there, but it's not whole. It is in
Yeah, I mean,
pieces.
I know. My kind can. We can regrow a finger or part of our tail.
Above game, can lizards regrow their eyes? I don't remember that. I know they have regenerative properties, but I know they can regenerate
I
limbs.
I think it's their
Don't-
tails.
Yeah, only tails.
And
only,
I'm pretty sure.
only-
And I'm pretty sure snakes can't.
No.
Oh, okay.
Fun fact for the kids out there: yes, leopard geckos and certain geckos can drop their tail, but it's really horrible for them and actually stunts their growth and
It
actually
is.
can kill them.
I had an iguana do that to me once. It was very scary.
Oh, it's pretty.
They
frightening,
bleed
yeah.
everywhere. Anyway,
That's-
Certainly you can't do it in D&D.
Well, Asma just goes,
We'll have to figure this out as we go along.
But
I'm sure
for
we could
now-
find someone in town that has restorative properties to perhaps repair or regenerate your eye.
I don't know.
I mean, I could try to help.
Don't touch me.
Okay.
Thank you.
Asma not even making eye contact when he says that.
All right.
What about Tom?
We'll figure it out as we go forward here.
Asma's just kind of holding Chimera in his hand.
For
Oh,
now,
good. Oh, good.
Oi. He looks
Holds
down
up.
and notices the blade in your hand.
Holds it up.
That was Vesa's.
What's it called again?
It's called Chimera. It was the gift from father to her.
Huh. And I guess her gifted me in a way.
Seems
Asmo
lucky.
puts it on his belt loop.
How old is it?
Older than you by a good lot. About as old as she was. So a few centuries.
Well, I'll make sure that it's put to good use.
Say that you do.
Hmm.
Be ashamed
crap!
to-
Crap! Kabuto's still in the damn arena.
I'll get that for you. What's it look
No,
like?
and it's
Whatever, I'll
Beetle?
take you with me. Anyway.
a beetle. I get. Okay,
yeah.
we're walking. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Dogged grabs Asmo and still trying to get used to his powers. Zips away on lightning spike. You guys take a day or so to rest. Asmo, would you want to get your eye restored?
No.
Choosing instead to get a basically a bandage wrap around Asmo's head, as basically there wasn't really anybody in town that could restore his eye. Furthermore, you probably could have gotten the materials to do a greater restoration, but Asmo just abstinently refused your assistance in that regard.
It's waved. Yep. It's waved it off.
You guys take some time to heal up and rest. Basically, discuss plans with Dogud, who basically is going to try to help the orcs move from their dam bottom settlement, and he's going to destroy the dam that has been blocking all the water.
Daenerys makes sure to ask that Brickslythe be brought back to Oasis, so that Daenerys can pick him up and take him back to Iceforge.
I guess I could look. I mean, we can do that along the way.
In your passing through the orc village of Damhammer, the news of the losses that they sustained were met with great grief. The Green Seer is now currently in charge of the land. As she had foreseen, she knew what would happen in that battle, but she still was not very happy about it. As Brickslythe no longer belongs to anyone, he is allowed to go with you, and the township takes time to prepare the move out of their gorge and up to higher land, as does the southern bank orc encampment. All right. So, after your days of rest, what do you guys choose to do?
We put on a wonderful song.
I would like to find the biggest tree I can in this town, or this place, if there is even such a thing.
There's cacti, but there aren't really trees around here.
Fuck. All right.
Sorry. I guess there is actually a tree in the
For
garden.
context, I have tree stride,
Yeah.
which would basically get us to a tree that I know. The only one that immediately comes to mind is the tree where Wolfgang's wife was buried. Is the only one that
so you would
stands
be
out
able to get
me.
to Amberglade if you were able to use that.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a tree outside his house?
Cherry
Not a
2.0, I don't think it's big enough.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
Cherry
too small.
2.0 is a child. We destroy it.
But yeah,
but
there's a tree in the garden of the palace that might fit your need.
Sorry, you cut out a bit for me. There's a tree in the
garden of the Oasis Palace that might fit your need.
Okay, that would work. That would get us to Amberglade.
Large,
instant.
thick palm tree.
Okay, yeah, that'll do.
Daenerys going to check around, and he's going to see if the Oasis Palace has a teleportation circle.
Nope. They don't really have mages here.
Okay.
Oh, did I get that incense as well?
Yes, yeah. You were given you were given a bunch of expensive incense. I'd say you probably have like 5 pounds of it. Like
how much
lots
would
of
that
it.
be
5
worth?
pounds.
How much would be worth specifically? Unfortunately,
Let's say 500 gold of incense.
500 gold of incense. That's not enough. Okay, that's fine though. I'll take it anyway.
Oh, do you need more? How much do you need? Because Dogud would basically send people around.
1,000 gold pieces worth.
All right, you have 1,000 gold pieces of incense.
Perfect. Awesome.
Congrats.
Yeah, Dogud would make sure you were loaded up with whatever you needed, like after everything.
Yeah, if he's offering, Denier will pick up some spell components for a few things here and there. Nothing super major.
Asmo wants
you have all the things that you need, basically, unless there are any exotic ingredients that might not belong in this land.
Asmo with like 15 minutes in the vault, no one watching.
There isn't really a vault. But,
damn.
If you want to go ahead, do you want to steal some fine silks and art? Because you can probably steal about 1,000 gold worth of it, or just take it.
Asmo's with his, because Asmo still has all that. Asmo still has all the loot from that first temple we went to before we came here.
Yep, you can get 500 gold in expensive silks, and probably another 1,000 gold in gold.
I still have vials of deer pee.
Good. You never
Asmo
know.
just kind of walks. For flavor, Asmo just walks into a room, kind of whistling and just opens up the wonderful bottomless sack he has, and just puts his arm kind of on a ledge and just starts dragging it along, and it all falls in.
Oh my god.
Doga doesn't give a fuck. Some of the quote unquote handmaidens of the palace seem very confused, but they aren't going to ask questions as you came here with the person that is almost certainly replacing their boss at this point.
Ladies, don't worry about the one-eyed snake. I'm just taking what I need here. It's okay. You'll have to clean much less. Yeah?
They whisper to each other and just kind of nod and walk away. All right.
I can get us closer. But here's the thing. I don't know if I can take everybody. Does anybody else have any way to get us to Dragon's Rest?
We can go through a tree.
Where will it take us?
Well, the best tree I know that's closest to there would be Cherry Beta Build.
What are you guys talking about?
I'd say you'd probably have been, as you spent several nights in the park surrounding the Whistlestein Spire, you know a few trees there that might get you.
Oh, there is a couple trees around the spire that I could probably go to.
Okay. How long will it take to be able to do this?
Well, basically. Oh, fuck. Well, there you go.
I clicked it by accident. My bad.
It will take one action, and it lasts for a minute.
It lasts for a minute. So the moment that shit opens, we run through, basically.
Denier gets the Lily of the Lunar Well with enough soil.
Wait, it says 500 feet. Wait.
This is a... I
thought this one farther.
I think there's another one that goes farther.
I thought this was the one that you... I'm pretty sure this is one... Because I'm remembering Critical Role used this. 500 feet, really? I thought it was more than that.
I think the spell is transport via plants.
Ah, okay. I was incorrect. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Denier's circle of teleportation is probably your best
it's our
bet.
go-to thing.
Never mind, I don't know what I'm doing.
I just throw whatever chalked I was working on. It's just a really shitty picture of me.
So I have more time to go do my trade.
You can if you want, but we need to get out of here fast. The more time we waste, the more time Bahoum is suffering. I'll go alone if you guys need me to, if you want more time.
Did I like you? I mean, no offense, we like you.
Yeah, didn't you try? No, yeah, actually, that's a good point. We've been away for so long, we forgot. Yeah, you're on their shit list. If you show up there, they're just gonna slap irons on you and throw you into the ocean.
Asmo, they know I'm coming.
Okay,
I spoke to Tia 2 nights ago. She knows we have the Lily of the Lunar Well. She knows I'm coming.
Deep inhale from Asmo.
I have to do this. I have to atone for what I've done, even if my actions weren't my own. Up to you. You can come with me, or I can go by myself.
That's big of you. I would like to, as long as we're grabbing things from the vault, could I get a couple diamonds?
Dokid would make that happen. You can have two. How much worth of diamond do you need?
Let's say 600.
You can get 2 600 gold. Yeah, you can get basically 1,200 gold worth of diamonds.
Sweet.
Giving everybody kind of an equal trade here.
Yeah.
Just want to confirm, I got overall 1,500 gold?
Yes, 500 in silks and 1,000 in gold.
Excellent.
All right. Once Wolfgang has that all squared away, he'll walk up to Denier and be like, "I'll come with you."
All right. D-Wig, Asmo.
All 4 of us?
I'm going to have to send a couple messages. I'm going to have to get some permissions, but do you want to come, or do you want to hoof it the normal way?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna take the short path, I think.
Let's get there quickly. I think would be the wisest. Yeah. Also, I'm kind of falling apart. I didn't want to alarm you, but I'm pretty sure my arms are probably gonna drop off of me at any point.
Here's your finger, by the way.
Oh, thanks, man.
It'd be such a shame if someone lost something that they can never get back again.
Wolfgang.
What?
Denier reaches to his side, and he grabs the pouch of lead powder. Here. Don't let me know where it's going. I don't want to know where you're taking it, but it needs to go. The dragons can't get it.
I understand.
Denier casts Sending to Venariel. Then, we have the flower. We're on our way to the wall. I'm giving you time to get there first. We don't have a direct route to Dragon's Rest.
You hear a reply. It will take me time to get there. Is there no place closer?
Oh, shit. He casts again. I have one. I think I have one. We'll be there soon. Make sure the dragons are ready. That is 2 third level. I cast Sending to Ramses Palto.
All right.
Ramses, mission successful. We have the Lily. We need a fast route in. Unfortunately, we're going to have to use it.
Ramses replies back, "You're welcome to. Do you need the sigil?"
I begin drawing the sign. I begin drawing. Denier starts drawing a teleportation circle. As soon as I get this in, we have 6 seconds. Rush in. It's going to be a little bit cramped on the other side, and try not to knock the desk over.
All right, Denier, you begin casting teleportation circle, and as you do this, Dogud, having just kind of been silently observing this, letting you guys take your time, walks over. I believe it takes 10 minutes or like a minute to cast.
It takes some time. It takes 1 minute.
Yeah.
I guess this is it for now then. Aye.
I'm gonna walk over and just hug Dogud's leg.
No.
He leans down and kind of like taps you on the top of your head in a very as gentle as he can fashion.
I'm sorry for turning you into animals.
It's all
but
right.
I'm glad we could be friends.
I guess we is, isn't it?
Can I still call you Guy?
Yeah. You can call me Guy. The lot of you, take care. And
You as well, Dogud.
That thing, when you're fighting it and you need me, I'll be there.
Ooh.
Thank you.
That's good to know.
Denier glances over as he's drawing on the ground, and he smiles. He gives a nod.
And
Wolfgang will reach out his hand.
Dogud crouches down and basically takes your hand between his index finger and thumb.
I will attempt to shake.
He shakes just very up, down, up, down.
Mm-hmm. Getting jerked around a little bit. Thank you for helping me bring peace back to my wife's home. I'm sure she'll be happy.
Well, wouldn't be possible without you lot. I'd have just stayed where I was. I owe you lot. And I'll remember it. Take care.
As the teleportation circle opens up behind you.
Go, 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 go!
As before Denier steps through, he looks over at Dogud. The Kinches are on our shit list, and he disappears.
Oh.
Oh, we forgot about that!
Dogud, you can see Dogud kind of stroking his face. You can't. And he kind of looks off into the distance. Huh. As you see the teleportation circle closing, as Dogud's like looking off in the distance, and you find yourselves slammed into this basically walk-in closet-sized space, kind of crammed in there, all of you and Brickslight.
Open the door.
Denier begins to work on getting through the illusory wall.
Yep, Denier, you find the wall. You press your hand against the thing that was the bookshelf at the other end of the wall, and the bookshelf begins to slide to the side as the room becomes cadenced with light. You see the face of Ramses Palto. Oh, there's many more of you than I expected. Welcome back.
Yes. Turns out some of the orcs in the east kidnapped a student from Ice Forge. He motions towards Brickslight.
Oh.
Managed to rescue him.
We've heard of some that went missing some time ago. Wait, are we in the north? Feels too warm.
We're in the south.
Anywhere's better than there, I'll be honest.
Hey, man. Like I said, Northerners look out for each other.
Hello there. My name's Ramses Palto, and you are? Brickslight. Yeah, nice to meet you. Shakes his hand. Ramses kind of like eyes over the lot of you, pauses at you for a moment.
I realize I tried to go other routes, but with something like this, you know it needs to be done.
Of course, absolutely. I suppose you'll be making your way to the palace then.
Yes, unfortunately. She knows I'm coming.
Well, much has happened here since you left. The lot of you would probably make yourselves scarce before the Royal Guard finds out that Denier's here. Denier, before you go, may I have a few words with you in private?
Absolutely.
Pleasure seeing the lot of you again.
Charmed as always.
Denier will allow himself to be pulled into private.
He begins conversing with you. So, how did you find your journey? But in the back of your head, you hear Ramses' voice. The creature floating behind you. What is it?
We found another gem. This one seems to carry a fragment of its consciousness. It knows things.
You carry the gem with you?
No, not on me. I made sure if I'm going to be going to the dragons, I made sure to leave the gem behind. To go a place where not even I know. It's interesting that you can see it. Also, that you can see him confirm some of my suspicions.
Yes. It hasn't taken its eyes off me. I'm trying not to... to the rest of you, it sounds like Denier and Ramses are just making small talk.
Or what? Sorry, you cut out again?
It sounds... to the rest of you, it sounds like Denier and Ramses are just making small talk as this conversation is ongoing, basically telepathically.
Okay.
It hasn't taken its eyes off me since you've gotten here. Of course, I'm doing my best to make sure it doesn't think I know it exists.
Yes, it seems to have a connection with the other gems. It can sense things. It makes a comment that it is that it believes it betrayed its creator, although I don't know what its creator is. It's fascinated by chaos. And if we're having a minute conversation, Ramses will see the battle with the yellow ape, with the orange ape.
I see.
He tried to tempt me the entire fight with Vander, trying to get me to use his power.
You were strong to resist it.
I'm strong because you helped me become strong, Ramses.
Of course, my friend. Regardless, we shouldn't tarry here too long. If it is tied to that crystal and you will be separated, we'll be able to speak on this further later. Anyway. Oh, the lot of you are still here. Ramses looks over to the rest of you who have not left.
Yeah, the silence has been very awkward.
It hasn't been silent. They've been making small talk.
Oh.
Mostly discussing school, the stuff about the school. Which does remind me, Mr. Connolly.
Yes.
We may need your guild's assistance.
Really? Kylum.
Yes.
What do you need us? What do you need us for?
Well, the constabulary has been quite overworked lately, and some of my students have been going missing. I will send the formal request soon, but I thought I would tell you in person.
I'll get right on it.
Much appreciated. He gives you a polite smile and a slight head tilt.
It's the least I can do.
Anyway, I'm sure you have much business to do. As do I. I am relieved to see you all safe.
What is that?
Pulls his belt from his pants. He puts it into his backpack, grabs his spell book, puts it into his backpack, and he hands his bag over to Ramses.
For safekeeping, I assume.
Yes. I expect that Tia has already said that she has questions for me. Last thing I want is her to get her hands on my effects. Well, more of my effects. Especially certain gifts that I received thanks to your aid.
Of course.
But he keeps the Lily of the Lunar well.
Take care, all of you. As Ramses opens his office door for you.
Don't go into any more caves. Tired of finding you in those.
Quiet. Ramses gives a begrudging smile. And the lot of you make your way out into Dragon's Rest.
Going right for the palace.
Well, here is where we will end the session for today.